Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, guys. So for story number 2, it is pretty much in the same timeline of this attack that Iowa and Crystal Valley had to deal with. The Biden administration targets ransomware payment enablers, and this happened on Tuesday at the financial marketplace.
Thank God. It's about time that somebody stepped into this situation to solve it with regulation.
Yeah. That sounds a lot like we don't deal with terrorists. I mean, that sounds like that kind of thinking, philosophy doesn't make a lot of sense when it comes to trying to get back the information you might have been gathering for years and years. I mean, what's the alternative? Not paying if you can, actually, because the government says that, yeah, you should not enable these guys. I mean, what's the government doing for you?
What are they supposed to say? We are impotent to stop this problem and we don't have international influence to make it stop. What's the alternative?
Yeah, I guess that would mean politicians coming clean. That's never gonna happen.
Oh, they're just flailing, you know.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that this message from the White House saying do not pay ransomware has come after Colonial Pipeline. And I would have loved to see what would have happened if Colonial Pipeline did not pay.
Until whitehouse.gov gets locked out.
Right. And the whole entire East Coast gets shut down for weeks because gas can't get anywhere.
Well, this is more of a suggestion, right? Like, you shouldn't pay. This isn't actual regulation. U.S. companies can and still do pay ransom on a daily basis.
It's the first step towards a statement of their official position, which feels very victim blamey.
Statement of an official position of don't get ransomed. Or if you get ransomed, just roll over and die.
Unless there's I believe unless there's a law passed, then they're not going to be able to stop anyone from paying.
Well, and I think the statement included a reminder that some payments to some people could fall under the funding terrorism law. So they included in there a reference to you might be in trouble if you pay.
If they could actually determine who these people were, then we wouldn't have to pay, right?
Exactly.
So good luck proving that this is an illicit payment if you can't even figure out who these people are that are holding your entire country for ransom.
Well, that's exactly the point. The point is that the money is going down a tunnel into a black hole. And if you could shine a light, if you had the ability or clout and weren't impotent, you could shine a light at the other end of the tunnel and give them the finger instead of, giving the farm the finger, which is essentially what the government's doing here, because it's difficult. They're in a difficult position where they can't come out and say, well, there's jack all that we can do about it. It's tough.